I swear I don't look like this. I wanted to record a video outside while I'm walking Ivy right now. She says hi to all you guys, YouTube family. Whenever I get the opportunity to record outside, I want to do that because, I mean, while it's not like the best area, I just found this little walkway and it is the most isolated, like just perfect little 10-15 minute walk where I was like, you know, if I'm gonna be outside walking her and hanging out, I'm gonna record a video. And this is kind of where I want to talk to you guys. Hang on, she just took a shit. One sec. Okay. I've got shit in one hand. I got you guys in my other hand. I got her in the shit hand. So, bottom line is I am back. I just wanted to do a quick little Arizona vlog and tell you guys kind of how it went, show you guys some of the highlights. And I want to reinforce that, guys, watch these little small side videos I make because I give updates on live streams when we do them. I do updates on my lives, so they're just short little ones. Just throw them in the background while you're driving, listen to them, or if you're doing chores or something like that. So anyways, trip was amazing. I've been to Arizona before, but I've never done the things that I did. And I'm telling you what, it was like on a regular basis, something just absolutely nuts happened. We went to Montezuma's Castle, which is it was built by the Hopi tribe, the Native American tribe. It was very interesting because I never really thought about how it's the erosion showing the interior walls of this photo. I kind of thought they carved it out and carved out walls, but that's not the case at all. It was super interesting learning about it and learning about how another question I had was like, oh, did they rappel down with some sort of rope sort of thing? Or did they just use ladders to get up there? They used ladders to get up to different stories. Girl, there is no way you're shitting again. I don't have enough bags. Oh wait, I do have a trash bag. So after Montezuma's Castle, this was one of the best parts of the trip. We went to freaking Grand Canyon. And I'll tell you, I never had any interest in going to the Grand Canyon. That was not something that ever like spoke to me. That wasn't something that I ever had any interest in going to. Maybe it's just because people always did such a poor job at describing it to me, maybe. It makes sense now. Photos don't do this place justice. People trying to tell you about it doesn't do it justice. I recorded my reaction to it, my initial reaction. Instead of actually going up to it, I recorded myself when I first saw it because I was like, I want to see this.
I know.
You're not looking. Don't look.
I'm not.
Are you looking?
I'm not.
Holy.
Whoa. I'm like dizzy.
It was so mind-blowing. Ignore the hair, man. Maybe I'll just walk sideways. Nope, that's weird. Anyways, we did that until it was pitch black out. It was the most mind-boggling experience you'll never see anything cooler. I get why I never wanted to go because when I've seen pictures, even looking back on the pictures that I took and the things I took, I'm like, you have to like experience it with all of your senses, all 5 of them to fully grasp it's the biggest thing I've ever seen. Oh, we saw the IRL Flintstones park. I don't know who's old enough to know what the Flintstones are. I only know because my dad would always watch it. He watched it when he was a kid, and so he showed me. But it was like a cartoon show. Anyways, I'm gonna stop for a sec because I got a lot to talk about. It had dinosaurs, it had all of the characters in it, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's like an hour from civilization, but it was the coolest thing. They had a ton of different like winged animals there, owls, falcons, all kinds of crazy stuff. And they would like one at a time let them out. So I talked to one of their handlers at one point and he was just started waving one of the falcons down and it did these crazy swoops right in between us. I'll show some shots of that too. But it did these insane maneuvers, like flying right in between us, a foot away from us. It was just the coolest thing. And then not only that, but when we went to leave, we're walking out and we found wolf pups. We literally found puppy wolves. I don't know if that's how you say it, but we found puppy wolves and got to pet them and love on them, and they were the sweetest little things. The mom, dad, and the pups were like, they were just the cutest things ever. So that was a crazy, unexpected thing that we found. Fast forward, Grand Canyon, day 2, we went to the, I think it's called Tuzigu, which is another sort of like structure, historical structure that had housed a bunch of different Native Americans, and it was like just a very, very cool thing. It only still had like the foundation still built, and that was still falling by the wayside, so people had to come and repair that constantly. But it was really cool seeing that. Found out a lot of really cool stuff about them. Like they buried their dead with food and weapons for them to pass on to the other side. That was really cool to learn. They, oh my gosh, it's like 40 degrees out. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know how I'm doing this. She's having a great time though. But it was so cool because it was just these tiny little rooms, but they were built in the middle of this small hill that was like in the middle of this valley, this vast, lush valley. And the coolest part about it is in the wild, we saw 2 rattlesnakes mating, doing their mating dance. Like that is such a astronomically rare thing to see in the wild. Like 2 rattlesnakes doing their dance when they find their mate. When do you see wild ones doing? It was just so crazy. So we saw that. That was one of my favorite animal moments on the trip. After that, we went to Cathedral Rock, which was the coolest hike I've ever been on. It was not as hard as I thought it would be. It was super steep, but it really wasn't that difficult. The payoff was insane though. We found a wind tunnel up there that almost knocked me off of the mountain with Ellie at one point. She didn't know until after, and we met some really cool people up there. Everyone was super kind. Got some amazing photos. It was like a 2-hour hike. Last day while I was there, we went to a place called Slide Rock State Park, and I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's in Arizona. It's got a natural slide, a natural water slide, and a little cliff jumping area that you can jump into the water. And even though the water was pretty low, like, dude, that was one of the most fun things I've ever done. The slide was covered in moss, so it was super smooth and soft. It didn't like scratch you up or anything on the rocks. It was incredibly smooth. There's a pigeon in the road. Sir? Sir? Oh, he heard me. We did that, and it was so much fun. I was kind of proud of myself because there was another dad that wound up doing it after me. It was 40-degree water. It was so freezing, and nobody was going in it. People brought swimsuits and stuff, but nobody was getting in the water. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna be the first. So I jumped in, or technically Ellie jumped in first. Shout out to her. And then I jumped in, and it was just the coolest thing ever because we did that. Chirp, 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 chirp. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm talking to birds. If you can't, this is weird. Yeah, that's not our poop. Don't sniff that. I went down the slide first, and then I got Ellie to go down, and then we wound up getting other people to join in, and we were hyping them up, and it was like 60, 70 people all clapping for everybody who went down. We got some kids that braved enough. It was so cool. It was such a fun experience, and I got videos of that. You've probably already seen. I've already shared on here, but it was just the most fun thing. It was just the most fun. And then after that, we left. We went around like Cave Creek for a little bit, looked at some of like the metalwork and some of the pottery shops and stuff, and then just hung out. And we caught a flight. That flight got delayed again. I don't know what was keeping us off of these airplanes, but thank you, God. And we also went to Chapel of the Holy Cross, which is the famous church way up in I think it's Red Rock Canyon, and it was, words can't describe it. Guys, that was my trip. I'm back. We have a live stream at 7 p.m. on Monday. I'm not making any more trips. I've got everything down, so be there or be square. Live stream 7 p.m. on Monday, okay? Sounds good to me. I'll see you there, YouTube fam. I just wanted to do a quick video to say hi. I'm outside walking Ivy. I wanted to talk to y'all for a minute. So love y'all. Go outside. My advice to you would be pet a dog today, man. Pet a dog. If you want, I'll give Ivy pets for you. Just say in the comments, say hi to Ivy for me or something like that, all right? She says, hey. All right, love you guys. I'll see you later.